Ladies and gentlemen of the Infinite Carnival, compose yourselves. This is not a prayer. This is the refinement of appetite into doctrine. The lights above do not forgive. The dirt below does not pity. And Pandora, amused as ever, presides! The smoke with the scripture in my posture, black robe dragging through the grime like an opera. Face paint sharp like a verdict from a monster. Smile cup clean with the pride of an imposter. No, not imposter. Right after the altar, turn hunger into thunder, made weakness into slaughter. I do not call for the comfort of crowds. I cry my own soul where the choir gets loud. Carnival chat with the serpent for a sermon. Learn that the holy only heard behind curtains. Seen saints with receipts, seen devils with menacing beggars, but kingdoms with blood on their banner. So pardon my posture, my venom, my gallicans. I am what happens when shame loses relevance.
Let the weak-minded whisper, let the righteous rehearse. Every curse is a costume, every blessing reversed. If the world calls me wicked for refusing the chain,
then paint me in thunder and pronounce me by name.
Infernal Indulgence,
I feast on the flame. No guilt in my goblet, no God in my name.
Infernal Indulgence,
the carnival sings. I bow to no altar, I fashion the wings.
Infernal Indulgence,
with Pandora above, no mercy for max that masquerade as love.
Infernal Indulgence,
let black balloons rise. I was born in the dirt, but I dressed it in pride. I am the meanest, demented in filth. Sovereign sickness with silk on the hilt. Built from the guilt they attempted to gift. Now I turn piggy to pitchforks and lift. Step to the tent where the doctrine is peace, where the baseline breathes and the choir won't sleep. Or clowns in the crowd, got scars underneath. Then truth comes out with a blade in its speech. You wanted a devil with horns and a cape. I brought you a mirror with powder and paint. You wanted a monster to blink for your taste. I brought you yourself for the muzzly waist. Look at the flesh, look at the want. Look at the envy you polish and flaunt. Look at the praise that you use as a front. Look at the kindness that hunts for the wants. I am not here to absorb or appease. I am the itch in the animal's teeth. I am the laugh when the leash gets released. I am the note to your sanctified peace.
Indulgence is not the tantrum of a child. It is knowing what one desires, claiming it, and carrying the consequence without whining at heaven's gate. You mistake restraint for virtue because you fear your appetite. You mistake suffering for holiness because it gives cowardice a costume. But here, beneath Pandora's lights, we do not worship the wound. We sharpen it.
I took every sermon that's off in my spine, burned it to ash with a glass of red wine. Left at the light of the meek at the sky, when wolves on the ground and the vultures can fly. This is the carnival, carnal and crown. Bodies in motion and teeth in the sound. Every lost soul with their face painted loud finds a new God when the baseline pounds. Do not confuse me with chaos alone. I built this cathedral from marrow and bone. Order and violence, low in the tone. I am indulgent with iron control. Pandora above with the grin in the gloom. Pulling the ropes on the stars and the moon. I am the priest in the black and costume. She is the silence that enters the room.
Infernal Indulgence,
I feast on the flame. No guilt in my goblet, no God in my name.
Infernal Indulgence,
the carnival sings. I bow to no altar, fashion the wings.
Infernal Indulgence,
with Pandora above, no mercy for mass that masquerade as love.
Infernal Indulgence,
let black balloons rise. I was born in the dirt, but I dressed it in pride.
Compose yourselves. The sermon has only begun.
Nine fires in the carnival dark. 9 lanterns for the ones who know. Step forward with clean hands, or step back with bitten fingers. One for the flesh that they wanted denied. One for the mirror with the animal eyes. One for the truth with the teeth in its smile. One for the heart that gives only when earned. One for the bridge that deserves to be burned. One for the mind with the blade in the book. One for the throne that the obedient mistook. 9 for the name that they dressed up in fear. Made it a monster so they wouldn't look near. But we know the shape when the smoke starts to part. It's the sound of the self putting steel in its heart. The infinite carnival shakes when we gather. Pain on the face but the lesson is sharper. Bass in the dirt in the choir in the rafters. Pandora looks down with a grave full of answers. Raise the glass, raise the flame, raise the scar that became your name. No soft little halo, no borrowed disguise. We came for the world with unlowered eyes. 9 fires, 9 fires, burning in the black tonight. 9 fires, 9 fires, teach the painted how to bite. 9 fires, 9 fires, choir screaming through the wire. 9 fires in the carnival, flesh and will and pride and fire. Give love with love as a slime in his chest. Give none to the mouths that would feed on the best. Give wrath to the hand that keeps reaching for yours. Give silence to beggars who call themselves laws. I heard them praise pain like pain was a crown. Heard them call weakness a sacred renown. Heard them sell guilt by the pound of the crowd. They curse every appetite speaking too loud. But I was not built for the leash or the lash. I was not carved for the kneeling class. I was not born to make peace with the mask. I was made from the one that survived in the ash. Carnival drums with a militant step. Violin shrieks like a blade at the neck. Choir in black with the hand on the chest. Singing for those who are done being less. This is for painted ones, fanged ones, flawed. Ones who found power when stripped of applause. Ones who know mercy can curdle the chains. Ones who know kindness needs judgment and names. Raise the glass, raise the flame, raise the scar that became your name. No soft little halo, no borrowed disguise. We came for the world with unlowered eyes. 9 fires, 9 fires, burning in the black tonight. 9 fires, 9 fires, teach the painted how to bite. 9 fires, 9 fires, choir screaming through the wire. 9 fires in the carnival, flesh and will and pride and fire. Let the fearful mistake the symbol for the thing itself. Let them tremble at the costume and miss the mind wearing it. We do not gather to be forgiven. We gather to remember what guilt was built to bury. One flame for the body, one flame for the brain, one flame for pleasure, uncoupled from shame, one flame for vengeance when justice is blind, one flame for the ones who are worth being kind, one flame for laughter and spiritual lies, one flame for standing with animal pride, one flame for the carnival endless and dire, one flame for Pandora above every fire. I carry the 9 like a car made of sparks, walk through the depths with a grin in the dark, not as a beggar, not blessed and not saved, but sharpened by everything I survived and became. 9 fires, 9 fires, burning in the black tonight. Flesh and will and pride and fire. 9 fires, 9 lanterns, 9 lessons, and the carnival remembers. They called you a spectacle because they thought the glass was theirs. How adorable. In the infinite carnival, the cage learns commerce. The exhibit learns teeth. Born with the crock came to point in the blow with the strange. Got priced and the wounded, got all with the beautiful lie. With the chins held high while the freaks saw truth through a painted eye. They stole little tickets to stare at my scars, and that's why I glitter with violence and stars. I learned every laugh, had a tremor beneath every grin in the crowd, had a wish in its teeth. So I climbed from the platform, adjusting my crown. Made a throne from the box where they wanted me bound. Now the curtain obeys me, the torches lean low. I was never the sideshow, I was running the show.
Let the violins bite, let the drums march slow. Let the weak call it pride when the strong learn no. I was dirt, I was joke, I was thrown, I was known.
Now I stand in the lights with the kingdom of my own.
Sovereign sideshow,
Crowned in the grime, I turned every insult to a step in the climb.
sovereign sideshow,
Paint on my face, I was not made for mercy, I was made for my place.
sovereign sideshow,
Pandora looks down while the carnival bends to the weight of my crown.
sovereign sideshow,
Let the black horns blow, I was caged for the crowd, now the crowd is the show. They love when the broken stay useful and sweet. Love when the beast keeps licking their feet. Love when the outcast of phones being meek. Love when the painted forget how to speak. But hunger is manners and rage can be dressed. Silk on the dagger, red thread on the vest. I walk like a law that the dirt confess, with the will in my ribs and the blade in my breath. This is for those with the names they mocked, those with the doors that the righteous locked, those who got judged by the shape of their pain and built a whole empire from mud and disdain. No empty forgiveness, no sobbing for scraps, no smiling politely in sympathy traps. I do not need pity, I do not need proof. I need every lie, try screaming the truth.
let the violins bite, let the drums march slow. Let the weak call it pride when the strong learn no. I was dirt, I was joke, I was thrown, I was known.
Now I stand in the lights with the kingdom of my own.
Sovereign sideshow,
Crowned in the grime, I turned every insult to a step in the climb.
sovereign sideshow,
Paint on my face, I was not made for mercy, I was made for my place.
sovereign sideshow,
Pandora looks down while the carnival bends to the weight of my crown.
sovereign sideshow,
Let the black horns blow, I was caged for the crowd, now the crowd is the show.
There is no holiness in being small. There is no virtue in letting lesser hands define your shape. If they require a monster, be articulate. If they demand a freak, be unforgettable. I made a doctrine from posture and poise, made an altar from hunger and noise, made a weapon from elegant choice. Now the carnival trembles whenever I voice. I am not begging the normal to see, I am not pleading for space to be free. I am the lock and the ring and the key, I am the price of admission to me. Pandora above with a smile like flame, watching the mock ones inherit the game, watching the nameless devour their names, watching the cage and the calm become shame. So bring me the laughers, the conquers, the frauds, bring me the judges with miniature gods. I'll stand in the center unbothered and bright, as odd been thing in the carnival night.
sideshow,
Crowned in the grime, I turned every insult to a step in the climb.
sovereign sideshow,
Paint on my face, I was not made for mercy, I was made for my place.
sovereign sideshow,
Pandora looks down while the carnival bends to the weight of my crown.
sovereign sideshow,
Let the black horns blow, I was caged for the crowd, now the crowd is the show.
Do not stare too long. Admiration is merely envy with better posture. The body does not lie. Only frightened minds teach it to apologize. Welcome to the Carnal Carnival.
nerve in the night. 808 knocks with the predator bite. Pain on my face and a knife in the light. I came dressed sharp for the appetite right. They told me one was a wound to conceal. Told me the flesh was a leash made of steel. Funny how liars with hunger to steal always cause shame what they secretly feel. I saw clean hands reach under the table. Saw pure mouths preach while the pulse stayed unstable. Saw little judges with rot in the fable. Curse every feast when they couldn't get a ladle. Me, I prefer when the animal's honest. Soak on the sin and a grin on the promise. No borrow guilt, no counterfeit calm. Just drums in the blood and desire in the palm.
Let the strings cut thin, let the bass line bruise. Let the carnival lights turn the flesh into truth. No chain on the hunger, no mask on the need. What they bury in shame, I cultivate into creed. Carnal Carnival, body in the flame. I do not starve just to sanctify shame. Carnal Carnival, teeth in the grin. If the one is mine, then I walk it within. Carnal Carnival, Pandora looks on while the painted ones dance. What the guilt came undone. Carnal Carnival, base in the bone. I was born with the hunger, so I made it a throne. I don't trust mouths that condemn. Too quick, too clean, too stiff, too slick, too sick, too eager to point at the pulse in the pit while hiding their own little itch in the script. They want you bare, want you damn, want you thin, want you scared of the heat that you're carrying in. Want you begging permission to live in your skin. Want you calling it virtue when rotters win. No, I am the feast and the famine reversed. I am the chalice that shattered the thirst. I am the nerve that refused to be cursed. I am the flesh saying I was your first. This is not chaos, this is command. One with the mind, blood with the plan. Pleasure with standards, wrath with the hand. Love for the worthy who know where they stand. Let the strings cut thin, let the bass line bruise. Let the carnival lights turn the flesh into truth. No chain on the hunger, no mask on the need. What they bury in shame, I cultivate into creed. Carnal Carnival, body in the flame. I do not starve just to sanctify shame. Carnal Carnival, teeth in the grin. If the one is mine, then I walk it within. Carnal Carnival, Pandora looks on while the painted ones dance. With the guilt came undone. Carnal Carnival, base in the bone. I was born with the hunger, so I made it a throne. Indulgence is not collapse. A fool obeys every craving. A coward denies every craving. The sovereign studies appetite, names it, dresses it well, and decides where it belongs.
Now the violin twists like smoke in a lung while the bass hits slow when the black bells hum. Every penny little outcast dumb, being numb. Put the hand to the chest where the wild things jump. Pandora above with a smile half seen, watching the body become obscene. Not by the flesh but the freedom beneath. Not by the hunger but who holds the leash. I hold mine, that is the line. That is the law in the red design. That is the crown in the crooked spine. That is the feast that was always mine. So let them whisper, let them recoil. Let them call pleasure a road to spoil. I rose from dirt, from sweat, from oil. That made my will from the carnival soil.
Fear the body. Fear the ones who taught you to. Freedom without consequence is merely a child with a match. Power without discipline is hunger, embarrassing itself. Stand straight.
then they run from the wreck. Call it strength when they live with the boot on the neck. Call it pride when the mirror gets checked, then cry at the cost of the crown they collect. No, that is not power, that is noise in a mask. That is appetite drunk with no spine for the task. If you choose, then you carry. If you strike, then you know. If you speak with the blade, then you live by the blow. In the Infernal Carnival, deaths have a drum. Every ticket gets thrown when the consequence comes. Pandora looks down with the patient delight, watching weak little tyrants get way by the night. March with the weight, walk with the wound. Own what you summon when rage leaves the room. No crown for the careless, no throne for the fraud, no praise for the hand that keeps blaming a god. Responsibility to the ruthless, law in the flame. If you wanted the power, then answer the name. Responsibility to the ruthless, teeth in the truth, no mercy for cowards who weaponize you. Responsibility to the ruthless, stand when it costs. If you choose to be sovereign, then carry the loss. Responsibility to the ruthless, drums in the dirt, every will has a shadow, every hunger can hurt. I give love to the loyal, I give love to the loyal, respect to the real. None to the leech with his mouth on the meal. None to the snake with the soft story shield. None to the hand that keeps reaching to steal. Kindness with judgment, black with a reason. Cutting off rot is not treason. Some call it cruel when the boundary arrives, but parasites always preach mercy denies. I heard them say family while draining the vein. Heard them say brother with chains in the name. Heard them say sorry, then sharpen the same. So I learned that forgiveness can fatten the flame. This is for painted ones done being used, done being guilted, done being bruised, done giving peace to the mouths that abuse, done calling surrender of virtue they choose. March with the weight, walk with the wound. Own what you summon when rage leaves the room. No crown for the careless, no throne for the fraud, no praise for the hand that keeps blaming a god. Responsibility to the ruthless, law in the flame. If you wanted the power, then answer the name. Responsibility to the ruthless, teeth in the truth, no mercy for cowards who weaponize you. Responsibility to the ruthless, stand when it costs. If you choose to be sovereign, then carry the loss. Responsibility to the ruthless, drums in the dirt, every will has a shadow, every hunger can hurt.
Do not mistake severity for chaos. The blade is not free because it cuts. It is free because the hand knows where to stop. Indulgence requires taste. Vengeance requires aim. Love requires worth. And power requires a spine. So weigh every word before feeding the fire. Know every want before naming desire. Know every yoke before building the pie. And know when the crown is a noose made higher. I do not pity the tyrant who trips. I do not kiss at the lash of the whip. I do not moan when the mask starts to slip. I do not say what was built to eclipse. Carnival lights over mud and machine. Violence cut through the smoke in between. Marching drums hidden like boots on a dream. Painted one standing where fear used to lean. Pandora above and the lesson is plain. The self is a kingdom, not excuse for the stain. Rule it with hunger, rule it with art. Rule it with teeth and a disciplined heart. Responsibility to the ruthless, law in the flame. If you wanted the power, then answer the name. Responsibility to the ruthless, teeth in the truth, no mercy for cowards who weaponize you. Responsibility to the ruthless, stand when it costs. If you choose to be sovereign, then carry the loss. Responsibility to the ruthless, drums in the dirt, every will has a shadow, every hunger can hurt. Do as thou wilt, then be worthy of what follows.
Above the lights, above the hunger, above the painted kings who mistake the stage for the throne. Pandora presides. I have to crown on my skull. Called myself sovereign and meant it in full. Built me a doctrine from hunger and will. Spoke with a tongue that could sharpen the steel. But high in the rafters where red lanterns winged. There's a silence too old to be called anything. Not mercy, not judgment, not heaven, not hell. Just the hand on the curtain, the ring of the bell. Pandora, the smile and the smoke and the wire. The laugh in the teeth of the carnival choir. The shadow that watches the arrogant rise. That measures their weight by the light in their eyes. I do not kneel, but I know when I'm seen. Know when the air turns from velvet to clean. Know when the tent holds its breath for the queen. Know when the self meets the stage in between.
The hymns climb higher, let the violins bleed. Let the drums wake the dirt where the painted ones feed.
Every crown in the carnival, every oath, every flame turns small for a moment when she whispers your name.
Pandora presides
Above all the lights,
above all the teeth.
in the carnival night.
Pandora presides
Where the black heavens bend, where the show never dies and the curtains descend.
Pandora presides
Over hunger and pride, over kings in the smoke with the knife at their side.
Pandora presides
Let the opera rise, even devils look up when she opens her eyes. She is not chapel, not scripture, not chain, not some soft little savior to cradle your pain. Not a white wing mercy, not cleansing rain. She is spectacle sharpened and wearing a name. She is the box with the plague and the promise, the grin of the honest, the crown of the lawless, the hand that lets monsters become what they wanted. Then last when they learn that becoming is haunted. I saw strong men tremble with pride in their throes. Saw tyrants turn pale when she tugged at the rope. Saw saints lose the script, saw beasts lose the boast. Saw every false master get swallowed by show. And me, I remain with my posture intact. Black robe, red thread, and a serpent's tact. I speak for the self, but I honor the fact. The infinite carnival always looks back.
The hymns climb higher, let the violins bleed. Let the drums wake the dirt where the painted ones feed.
Every crown in the carnival, every oath, every flame turns small for a moment when she whispers your name.
Pandora presides
Above all the lights,
above all the teeth.
in the carnival night.
Pandora presides
Where the black heavens bend, where the show never dies and the curtains descend.
Pandora presides
Over hunger and pride, over kings in the smoke with the knife at their side.
Pandora presides
Let the opera rise, even devils look up when she opens her eyes. Understand the distinction. I do not worship. I recognize. There are forces one kneels to, and forces one survives by never lying about their size. Pandora is not my chain. She is the carnival, remembering its own name. So let the choir split open the violet sky. Let the violin scream while the blackbirds fly. Let the painted ones tramp with their fists held high. Let the light spell truth that the mass deny. I am will, I am one, I am Fang, I am fame. I am every proud animal refusing to tame. But the stage has a pulse and the pulse has a claim. And the queen of the carnival smiles at the gate. She sees every indulgence, each spark and each bite. Every yoke made in hunger, each crime made a spite. Every sinner made honest by losing the light. Every sovereign soul that's the purpose in her sight. Pandora above and the blood underneath. The face and the bone and the aim and the teeth. I lift up my glass not in prayer but esteem to the one who made nightmares catch up like a dream. Pandora presides above all the lights, above all the teeth in the carnival night. Pandora presides where the black heavens bend, where the show never dies and the curtains descend.
Pandora presides
Over hunger and pride, over kings in the smoke with the knife at their side.
Pandora presides
Let the opera rise, even devils look up when she opens her eyes. Compose yourselves. The ringmaster is watching.
Virtue. Such a pretty little mask for such hungry little mouths. Let us examine the teeth.
forgiveness when the damage gets sold. Call it humility when your anger gets cold, and they feast on the parts of yourself that you sold. No, I know the shape of a sanctified chain. I know the sound of a bird with a stain. I know the kindness that curdles the blame. I know the love that keeps changing its name. In the infinite carnival mask get thin. Pain starts dripping from the virtuous grin. Pandora looks down while the frauds begin to choke on the sermon they dress their sin in.
Let the bassline crawl, let the violence hiss. Let the good little liars put a smile on this. If your mercy has hooks, if your pity has strings, then your virtue is venom with porcelain wings. This is virtue, Silvertongue curse. You call it holy when you make it hurt. Virtue, sweet little blade, soft hands hiding where the bruises were made. Virtue, smile full of dirt, I see the teeth underneath the white shirt. Virtue, painted pristine, but the carnival knows what the costume means.
You love being gentle when cameras are closed. Love being righteous when someone's exposed. Love being kind when the crowd says go. They ain't cruel in the dark where the receipts don't show. You want me quiet, want me grateful, want me tame. Want me eating every insult with a dignified name. Want me calling it growth when I swallow the blame. Want me thinking their hand that keeps feeding the flame. But I am not moved by your trembling plea from a mouth that was laughing when harm came free. I am not here for your pageantry or your soft little crumb made of sympathy. Mercy for the worthy, teeth for the rest. Love with the spine and the knife in the vest. If you wanted my silence, you should have been cleaner. The carnival lights make the hidden things see.
Let the bassline crawl, let the violence hiss. Let the good little liars put a smile on this. If your mercy has hooks, if your pity has strings, then your virtue is venom with porcelain wings. This is virtue, Silvertongue curse. You call it holy when you make it hurt. This is virtue, sweet little blade, soft hands hiding where the bruises were made. This is virtue,
smile full of dirt, I see the teeth underneath the white shirt.
This is virtue, rated pristine, but the carnival knows what the costume means. Kindness without judgment is a feast for parasites. Forgiveness without change is permission in a prettier coat. And guilt, when placed in the wrong hands, becomes a collar, 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 becomes a collar. No more collars, no more chains, no more safe without your stain, no more halos, no more lies, no more mercy for the fly. I bring a black glove truth to the table tonight with a carnival grin and a serpent's bite. Not because cruelty makes me bright, but because false virtue deserves no light. I watch the meek get milked by the loud, watch the hurt get used by the proud, watch every leaf find a moral shroud, then call you wicked when you call them out. So I sharpen my standards and under my hate. I do not fake what was born to take. I do not fake what I cannot feel. I do not kiss where the wound won't heal. Pandora above with the rise like glass, watching false angels lose their class, watching the mask get burned to ash, watching the righteous get paid in black. Vicious virtue, Silvertongue curse.
You call it holy when you make it hurt.
Vicious virtue, sweet little blade, soft hands hiding where the bruises were made. Vicious virtue,
smile full of dirt, I see the teeth underneath the white shirt.
Vicious virtue, painted pristine, but the carnival knows what the costume means. Virtue is beautiful when it has a spine. Without one, it is only bait. Paint is not disguise. It is declaration. A face chosen is a fate challenge.
Torchlight, black paint cracked like a map of the worst nights. Red, green,
flame, raise the self they try to shame.
Let the choir split the sky. Let the carnival amplify.
Fang-Faced Faith, we rise in the fire.
Painted in pride with the will climbing higher.
Fang-Faced Faith,
No chain, no disguise. We carry the night with unlowered eyes.
Fang-Faced Faith,
Let the violins scream. We are not what they mocked. We are what they fear in a dream.
Fang-Faced Faith,
Pandora can see. The mask is the door to the thing we choose to be. I got a family of outcasts, freaks and survivors. Knife smile saints and midnight riders. Not holy, not clean, not begging for grace. Just 1,000 old wars and a painted up face. We learn that the world loves a freak when he's youthful. Loves when he gets to stay small, stays mutual. Loves when the wounded perform being harmless. Hates when the harmless start walking like darkness. Show me the bass and the dollop of drums. Give me the choir when the black dawn comes. Give me the ones who were left in the dirt, who turned every insult to leather and hurt. This is our rival, no tempo required. This is the sound with the guilt cut wire. This is the self in theatrical form. This is the face that survived the storm.
raise the paint, raise the flame, raise the self they try to shame.
Let the choir split the sky. Let the carnival amplify.
Fang-Faced Faith,
We rise in the fire, painted in pride with the will climbing higher.
Fang-Faced Faith,
No chain, no disguise. We carry the night with unlowered eyes.
Fang-Faced Faith,
Let the violin scream. We are not what they mocked. We are what they fear in a dream.
Fang-Faced Faith,
Pandora can see. The mask is the door to the thing we choose to be.
There are masks made for hiding. Ours are not among them. Ours announce the animal, decorate the wound, and remind the mirror.
Who Now the carnival shakes when the painted ones gather. Black boots stomp and the old light shatter. Pride climbs higher as the guitars get madder. Pandora smiles while the weak mask scatter. 1 for the scar, 2 for the grin, 3 for the hunger that climbed out the skin, 4 for the loyalty earned in the flames, 5 for the ones who remembered our names, 6 for the teeth that the world tried to dull, 7 for the dirt with the roots straight full, 8 for the face that we chose in the night, 9 for the fire that made us ignite.
Fang-Faced Faith, we rise in the fire.
Painted in pride with the will climbing higher.
Fang-Faced Faith,
No chain, no disguise. We carry the night with unlowered eyes.
Fang-Faced Faith,
Let the violin scream. We are not what they mocked. We are what they fear in a dream.
Fang-Faced Faith,
Pandora can see. The mask is the door to the thing we choose to be.
The paint is not the costume. The costume was the face they gave us. Pain is not a crown. Suffering may shape you. It does not sanctify you. Let the carnival keep score.
where the vulture sat. Seen hurt turn holy when the hunger got fat. Seen knife get hidden in a sob story acting low. I do not mock what broke your bones. I do not laugh at the nights alone. I do not spit on the grave of the groan, but I know when a wound gets made into a throne. Some bleed and bill, some bleed and bite, some bleed and sell every drop for the light. Some make a case from the wrongs they survived and call it identity, call it a life. In the infinite carnival, every scar glows, every mask cracks, every martyr gets shown. Pandora above with a ledger of vast counting who healed and who sharpened the past.
Let the bass crawl low, let the black lights burn, let the scars speak once, then the scar must learn. No crown for collapse, no throne for the curse. If you worship the womb, then the womb gets worse. No mercy for martyrs,
not the ones who feed on the guilt of the living and call it a need.
no mercy for martyrs,
With the halo of knives who make pain into power over other lives.
no mercy for martyrs,
Let the carnival see you are more than the damage you demand us to feed.
no mercy for martyrs,
Stand or decay, but do not make a temple from wasting away. I know trauma got teeth, I know memory claws, I know silence can rot in the mouth of the laws. I know trust can get buried where the black dirt thaws. I know monsters wear faces, the harvest of flaws. But tell me, what do you do when the funeral ends? Do you build with the ash or keep burning your friends? Do you name every chain like it came from the sky? Or admit you have hands in the side when we'll die? I got no soft lie, no sweet little cure, no song that pretends all the broken turn pure. Some turn cruel, some turn cold, some turn every old bruise and they counterfeit gold. I spit for the ones who refuse to be owned, who drag themselves up with the nails in the stone. Not saved, not clean, not magically free, just letting pain be the god that they feed.
the bass crawl low, let the black lights burn, let the scar speak once, then the scar must learn. No crown for collapse, no throne for the curse. If you worship the womb, then the womb gets worse.
No mercy for martyrs, not the ones who feed on the guilt of the living and call it a need. No mercy for martyrs, with the halo of knives who make pain into power over other lives.
No mercy for martyrs,
Let the carnival see you are more than the damage you demand us to feed.
no mercy for martyrs,
Stand or decay, but do not make a temple from wasting away.
There is honor in surviving. There is dignity in grief. But there is no nobility in making your wound the master of every room. If pain gave you teeth, use them to cut the leash, not to bite every hand that arrives without a blame. Getting kicked and the drums move slow like a death clock tick. Every pain that one knows on the old hurt sticks, but the self must rule of the sickness fix. Pandora looks down at the martyr parade, all lace, all tears, all dead, unpaid. She smiles when one rips the badge from the chest and says, I was hurt, but I am not possessed. That is the fire, that is the law. Not hiding the wound, not worshiping raw. Not begging the crowd to keep bleeding along, but turning the scream to a disciplined song. So grieve it you must, then gather the scraps. Stitch up the self for the old world cracked. Pain is a teacher, not king, not crown. Learn what it taught you, then put it down.
no mercy for martyrs,
Not the ones who feed on the guilt of the living and call it a need.
no mercy for martyrs,
With the halo of knives who make pain into power over other lives.
no mercy for martyrs,
Let the carnival see you are more than the damage you demand us to feed.
no mercy for martyrs,
Stand or decay, but do not make a temple from wasting away. Pain may explain the shape. It does not get to hold the throne. Black balloons for the ones. The bright world misplaced. No promise of rescue. No pretty little ending. Only the fact that you are still breathing. One for the kid who learned hunger too late. One for the mother with a glass-eyed stare. One for the brother who vanished in air. One for the addict with a god in the vein. One for the clown who kept laughing through pain. One for the girl with the bite in her name. One for the boy who was told he was shame. In the infinite carnival, brief as lights, little red bulbs in the ribs of the night. Piano hits soft like a hand on a wound, while the violins cry to a half-dead moon. Pandora above with a ledger unseen, counting each soul that the world called obscene. Not with pity, not soft, not clean, but the look of a queen who knows what scars mean.
Let them rise, let them rise.
Black balloons in a violet sky.
Let them rise, let them rise.
Not to be saved but to testify. Black balloon benediction. Smoke in the air for the ones who survived when nobody cared. Black balloon benediction. Names in the rain, we do not worship the wound, we remember the pain. Black balloon benediction. Teeth in the grief, if the world gave you nothing, then steal your relief. Black balloon benediction. Hands to the night, not every lost thing was meant for the light.
This is for rooms where the door stayed locked, for the small town ghosts in the basement rot, for the fake little smiles where the real words stop, for the family trees with the roots all chopped. This is for anyone raised by the crash, who learned how to sleep with one eye on the latch, who wore being fine like a porcelain mask, while the whole damn soul was a struck match. I will not tell you the pain was a gift, I will not call every curse a lift. Some things just tear, some things just split, some things leave teeth in the place they bit. But listen, the scar is not Lord, the hurt is not law, the past is not sword, the soul can be stitched, the will can be fed, the animal rises when mercy is dead.
Let them rise, let them rise.
Black balloons in a violet sky.
Let them rise, let them rise.
Not to be saved but to testify. Black balloon benediction. Smoke in the air for the ones who survived when nobody cared. Black balloon benediction. Names in the rain, we do not worship the wound, we remember the pain. Black balloon benediction. Teeth in the grief, if the world gave you nothing, then steal your relief. Black balloon benediction. Hands to the night, not every lost thing was meant for the light.
There is a kind of blessing that does not forgive the world. A blessing with black gloves. A blessing with clenched teeth. Not peace, not purity. Recognition. You were here. You endured. Now decide what stands in your place.
So let the black balloons climb through the smoke, each one tied to a name never spoke, each one tied to a chain that broke, each one tied to a laugh that choke. Carnival dirt under polished shoes, red lights blink like old bad news. Choir hums low while the bass line moves, and the painted ones stand with nothing to prove. Pandora watches from the highest wire, not as a savior, not cleansing fire. She knows the lost are not always weak, some come back sprung with the crown in their teeth. So here is the ride, here is the sound, here is the grief that was dragged from the ground, not made holy, not made clean, made into fuel for the self-between.
Black balloon benediction. Smoke in the air for the ones who survived when nobody cared. Black balloon benediction. Names in the rain, we do not worship the wound, we remember the pain. Black balloon benediction. Teeth in the grief, if the world gave you nothing, then steal your relief. Black balloon benediction. Hands to the night, not every lost thing was meant for the light.
Let them rise, not to heaven, just high enough for the carnival to remember. A doctrine that cannot survive the dirt is decoration. So let us take the lesson where the polished world refuses to look. learn truth where the floorboards split, where the rain came through and the heat got quit, where the fridge hummed loud with nothing in it, and the mirror said, animal, deal with it.
No gold room, no velvet chair, no soft little hands with the luxury to care. Just dirt on the cuffs and smoke in the air, and the carnival light with a busted glare. They call you savage when hunger gets loud, call you lesser from the clean side of town, call you cursed when the rent comes due. Then buy your pain for a ticket and view in the infinite carnival. Mud has memory, every footprint knows who was meant to be scenery. Pandora above with a patient grin, watching dirt-born teeth learn discipline.
Let the black soil speak, let the weak floor shake, let the old world choke on the rules it made. No shame in the gutter, no crown in the life. The dirt made me honest, then the dirt made me rise.
Doctrine of the dirt, blood in the grain. I learned from the hunger that polished men blame. Doctrine of the dirt, mud on the throne. I was born with nothing, so I made it my own. Doctrine of the dirt,
scars in the hymn. The carnival taught me what lives under skin.
Doctrine of the dirt,
low lights burn, what the world throws away comes back with teeth and terms.
I seen poor folk mocked for the shape of their need, seen rich men praised for a prettier greed, seen laws get bent where the silver hands feed, seen blame fall down where the black roots bleed. They want the animal quiet and clean, want the wound off screen, want the rage unseen, want the desperate grateful, want the hungry serene, want the dirt born smiling while they poison the stream. But dirt tells truth with a mouth full of rust, says flesh is flesh and dust is dust, says kindness is rare when the cupboard is crushed, says manners get thin when survival gets touched. So spare me the servant from a tower of glass, spare me the pity with the blade in his clasp. I trust what crawled through the rot and remained, I trust what endured without begging for change.
Let the black soil speak, let the weak floor shake, let the old world choke on the rules it made. No shame in the gutter, no crown in the life. The dirt made me honest, then the dirt made me rise.
Doctrine of the dirt, blood in the grain. I learned from the hunger that polished men blame. Doctrine of the dirt, mud on the throne. I was born with nothing, so I made it my own. Doctrine of the dirt,
scars in the hymn. The carnival taught me what lives under skin.
Doctrine of the dirt,
low lights burn, what the world throws away comes back with teeth and terms. Man is an animal. Dress him in silk, feed him from crystal, teach him soft words, and still the teeth remain. The dirt does not make monsters. It only removes the politeness from hunger.
So I walk with the mud like a mark of descent. Every scar in my coat is $1 well spent. Every crack in the wall where the cold air went taught me more than the mouths of the well-intent. Carnival drums hit low in the chest, quiet hums grief for the ones with no rest. Violin cries where the old lights nest, and the bass line crawls like death in the flesh. Pandora looks down with the floorboards rob, with the outcasts gather in the parking lot, with the painted ones laugh with the little they got, and make kings out of hunger that the world forgot. This is the lesson, not clean, not bright, not fit for the mouths that inherited life. But true as the nail, true as the nerve, true as the bite when the body says serve. Doctrine of the dirt,
blood in the grain. I learned from the hunger that polished men blame.
Doctrine of the dirt,
mud on the throne. I was born with nothing, so I made it my own.
Doctrine of the dirt,
scars in the hymn. The carnival taught me what lives under skin.
Doctrine of the dirt,
low lights burn, what the world throws away comes back with teeth and turns. Remember this, the cleanest hands are not always innocent. And the dirt is not always shame. Vengeance is not a tantrum. It is memory with a steady hand. Tonight, the carnival wears red.
Every soft little hook, every warm smile with the butcher's look, every death that the daylight mistook. I am not rage without reason, not a straight dog foaming in season. I am the consequence dressed for the evening, red gloves clean with the blade underneath them. They taught me forgiveness was noble and sweet, usually preached by the ones with receipts, usually begged by the mouths and repeat the same old harm and retreat to the weak. No, some deaths need teeth, some lies need rope, some hands need distance, some throats need smoke. In the infinite carnival, wrong gets weighed and the lights turn red when the price gets paid.
Let the violins tighten, let the bass line crawl, let the drums hit sharp like a debt collector call. No mercy for predators, no feast for the fraud, no blame sent upward to an absent God. Rituals in red, 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 red.
Paint the night with consequence.
Rituals in red, red.
Every wound is evident.
Rituals in red, red.
Let the carnival judge what they did.
Rituals in red, red.
If they wanted the monster, then look what they fed.
Then look what they fed. Red lights, black knives, old debts, no lies. Red lights, black knives, old debts, no lies.
I do not strike at the harmless, I do not hunt for applause, I do not make war with the lost, just to decorate flaws. I say my venom for serpents who learned how to speak, for the smiling disease with its hand on the weak, for the parasite preaching that boundaries are cruel, for the coward who weaponized every wolf, for the leech with the halo, the sin with the stain, the front with the knife and the mouth full of blame. I am that justice, I am what appears when justice gets buried for too many years. I am the knock that rise at the tent, the sound of a death that forgot what it meant. Pandora above, unimpressed by the plea, watching men meet what they made out of me.
The violins tighten, let the bass line crawl, let the drums hit sharp like a debt collector call. No mercy for predators, no feast for the fraud, no blame sent upward to an absent God. Rituals in red, 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 red.
Paint the night with consequence.
Rituals in red, red.
Every wound is evident.
Rituals in red, red.
Let the carnival judge what they did.
Rituals in red.
If they wanted the monster, then look what they fed.
Fed, 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 fed.
Do not confuse this for madness. Madness forgets the target. This remembers. This names. This waits. And when the hour opens, it does not tremble.
Count one for the lie, two for the theft, three for the scar that they knowingly left, four for the hand that returned to the flame, five for the mouth that kept changing the blame, six for the mask, seven for the grin, eight for the rot that they dressed up as kin, nine for the lesson the carnival said. Some prayers are written in rituals red. And the drums move fast while the red smoke's choking every painted face, and the crowd stays focused cause the carnival knows when the ritual's chosen. I am controlled, that is the terror. I am not blind, that is the error. I am not chaos, I am the mirror, showing the crew what they make clearer. You do not get peace just because you got tired. You do not get clean when the crowd is retired. You do not get mercy for sharpening harm, then crying for one when it dies in your arms. So run if you must, but the left or your tread, and every old ticket is turning red. Pandora above with a smile like a thread, pulling the night through the rituals and
Rituals in red.
paint the night with consequence.
Rituals in red.
Every wound is evidence.
Rituals in red.
Let the carnival judge what they did. Rituals in red. If they wanted the monster, then look what they fed.
Vengeance is not rage. It is an invoice written perfectly.
There is no horn master, no pit beneath the floor, no spirit waiting in the smoke, only a symbol, sharp enough to cut through obedience. The devil doesn't dance cause the devil ain't there. No ghost in the rafters, no king in the air. No rare little tyrant with a contract to sign. No invisible hand on the back of my spine. They built him from panic and painted him wrong. Made a monster from hunger, then sold you the song. But symbols or weapons when chosen with care. So I took what they feared and I wore it with flair. Not worship, not prayer, not a plea to the flame. Just a name with a fang and a mind and a frame. A flag from the flesh that refused to be dirt. A grin for the pride that were trained to convert. In the infinite carnival, the mask has a use not to hide from the world but to tighten the true. Pandora looks down from the highest design. Watching it become mirror and through the thickest spine. Let the piano creep, let the black lights breathe. Let the carnival grin with his knives underneath. No spirit, no master, no ancient romance. Just a symbol with teeth and it doesn't dance.
The devil doesn't dance, he was never alive. He is the shape of the self when the shame doesn't thrive. The devil doesn't dance, he is ink, he is art. He is hunger made honest with a civilized heart. The devil doesn't dance, he is mask, he is sign. He is reason with horns drawn over the line. The devil doesn't dance, let the carnival know. He is not what we serve, he is what we chose to show.
I don't fear what I do not believe. I don't kneel to a thing just because it has teeth. I don't pray to the costume, I study the role. Use a shadow as lingers for the flesh and the soul. Soul is a word, not a ghost in the chest. More like the shape of the self at its best. More like the taste, the will, the desire, the pulse with the standard, the mind with the fire. They want fear to be simple, want symbols control. Want the animal guilty, want the body young whole. Want the name to mean evil so the lessons stay missed. That the hated old figure was rebelling in script. So spare me the candles and mystical dread. I came for the living, not obeying the dead. This is a the theater dressed in black. A ritual of ego with reason intact. Let the piano creep, let the black lights breathe. Let the carnival grin with his knives underneath. No spirit, no master, no ancient romance. Just a symbol with teeth and it doesn't dance.
The devil doesn't dance, he was never alive. He is the shape of the self when the shame doesn't thrive. The devil doesn't dance, he is ink, he is art. He is hunger made honest with a civilized heart. The devil doesn't dance, he is mask, he is sign. He is reason with horns drawn over the line. The devil doesn't dance, let the carnival know. He is not what we serve, he is what we chose to show.
The symbol is not the master. The ritual is not a doorway to another world. It is a chamber for this one. The theater of the self, a discipline of desire, a costume worn until the hidden thing learns its posture. Now the lights flick red and the smoke turns thin. Every painted one last when the lesson sinks in. No demon to blame, no heaven despite. No cosmic war with a sword made of light. Just man as an animal, proud and aware. With his feet in the dirt and his teeth in the air. Just flesh without guilt, just thought without leash. Just pleasure with taste and a battle with teeth. Pandora above, not a goddess to plead. To a lord with a crown that the carnival breathes. Through a mythic design where the self gets staged. Where the wound ever come, but the world couldn't cage. So I use the old terror like a black painted tool. Turn the fear name sharp and hand it to the crew. Not because it lives, not because it commands, but because it was constrained to what reason understands.
The devil doesn't dance, he was never alive. He is the shape of the self when the shame doesn't thrive. The devil doesn't dance, he is ink, he is art. He is hunger made honest with a civilized heart. The devil doesn't dance, he is mask, he is sign. He is reason with horns drawn over the line. The devil doesn't dance, let the carnival know. He is not what we serve,
is what we chose to show. No God, no devil, no master. Only the self, dressed in symbols, sharp enough to survive the room.
No paradise waited. No hand reached down. No ancient mercy opened. Only lights. Only smoke. Only the carnival. Remembering my name. From the shape of the past, paint on my face like a verdict at last. Every old wound made a flag on the mast. I learned no master was coming to save. No hidden hand would be clearing the grave. No cosmic judge keeping score for the brave. So I kept my own ledger and sharpened the page. I walked through indulgence with taste in my teeth. Walked through the grief with the bass underneath. Walked through the venom, the red and the flame. Walked through the mirror and answer my name. In the infinite carnival, nothing stays clean. Every bright mask has a hunger unseen. Pandora above with a rise like a crown. Watching the lusting refuse to stay down.
Let the violins rise.
Let the black lights burn.
Let the choir call out
what the wounded ones learn.
No throne from the heavens,
no grace from the sky. I made myself royal by refusing to die.
Crowned by the carnival,
painted in fire,
raised by the hunger and
ruled by desire.
Crowned by the carnival,
scarred into shape. I was not given freedom, I carved my escape.
Crowned by the carnival,
teeth in the hymn. Pandora looked down and the red lights dimmed.
Crowned by the carnival,
final parade. I became what I am from the wreckage they made. No saints in the rafters, no devils below. Just man with a pulse and a will that can grow. Just flesh with the mind, just pride with the blade. Just ritual theater where the self gets made. I took every insult and polished the edge. Took every exile and built it a ledge. Took every hunger they told me to drown. Fed it with standards and fitted the crown. This is not mercy, this is not peace. This is the animal breaking the leash. This is the doctrine that lived in the dirt. This is the ego that measured its hurt. This is the mask when it stopped being masked. This is the hand that is done being asked. This is the carnival closing its fist around every name that the clean were dismissed.
let the violins rise.
Let the black lights burn.
Let the choir call out
what the wounded ones learn.
No throne from the heavens,
no grace from the sky. I made myself royal by refusing to die.
crowned by the carnival,
painted in fire,
raised by the hunger
and ruled by desire.
Crowned by the carnival,
scarred into shape. I was not given freedom, I carved my escape.
crowned by the carnival,
Teeth in the hymn. Pandora looked down and the red lights dimmed.
crowned by the carnival,
Final parade. I became what I am from the wreckage they made. A crown is not permission. It is the weight of what you chose when no one was watching. A ritual is not an escape from the world. It is a room where the self stops lying.
count the fires, count the scars, count the nights,
Under carnival stars,
count the teeth, count the names, count the masks,
let's survive the flames
count the grief, count the grime, count the debt,
and the discipline crime. Count the will that refused to crawl, then let the red curtain fall over all.
crowned by the carnival,
Painted in fire
raised by the hunger
and ruled by desire.
the self, the smoke, and the lights. The infinite carnival does not end. It recognizes what survives it.